Nothing here stands still. Millions of hooves press forward without pause, day after day, generation after generation. But any step could be the last. Along that path, every creature must endure an unbroken chain of crises from the fangs of one predator to the territory of the next. The Great Migration of the Serengeti is the largest overland march on Earth. Each year, nearly 2 million wildebeest, alongside hundreds of thousands of zebras and Thompson's gazelles, set off on the journey. And roughly 250,000 of them will never return. The first trial waits beneath the surface. The Mara River. Its murky waters churn between sheer earthen banks, carving through the savannah like a scar that never heals. Tens of thousands of wildebeest crowd along the bank, jostling, trampling one another, their cries echoing across the valley. They know they must cross. They also know something is waiting below. Bodies collide, legs thrash wildly, and their calls drown beneath the thundering current. The weakest are pushed under, swallowed before they can swim a single stroke.
The relentless drive to migrate pushes the herd forward through the churning waters of the river.
But drowning is not the greatest danger. Beneath the surface, amber eyes have been open for a long time. Nile crocodiles, creatures virtually unchanged through millions of years of evolution, lie motionless, waiting with a patience that time itself has honed to perfection. A heart rate of just 2 to 3 beats per minute, energy expenditure close to zero. A predator capable of fasting for over a year and still surviving, but today, it will not need to wait nearly that long. A specialized palatal valve allows the crocodile to open its jaws underwater without inhaling a single drop, an evolutionary design that modern engineering still marvels at. One strike. A 440-pound wildebeest dragged beneath the surface in less than a second. No cry, only bubbles. The death roller spinning maneuver underwater tears the prey apart without the need to chew. A lethal instrument forged by hundreds of millions of years of natural selection. In West African legend, communities along the Gambia
desperate struggle
River
for
once
survival
regarded
against the
the
relentless
crocodile
current.
as an undefeated judge, a sentencer from whom no appeal was possible. Watching the scene before us, it is not hard to understand why that story was born. But the wildebeest that survived the crossing are not yet safe. On the opposite bank, another threat is waiting quieter, more patient, and terrifying in an entirely different way. A male lion. 500 pounds of muscle lying flat in the tall grass, less than 100 feet from the water's edge. His dark mane is nearly invisible in the lengthening shadows. Only those amber eyes, unblinking, track each wildebeest climbing up from the river. During the crossing season, even male lions who rarely participate in hunts join the front line. A massive supply of protein is walking directly into their territory, exhausted, drenched, and slow. This is one of the rare occasions when a male lion hunts without the support of the pride's females, an opportunity too great to ignore. The wildebeest haul themselves onto the bank, legs trembling, bodies soaked through. Cortisol levels in their blood have spiked after the shock of the crossing reflexes dulled, awareness fading. They escaped the crocodile jaws below, but they have just stepped into lion territory above. This is the death triangle of the Mara River, waterbank, grassland. 3 consecutive kill zones, and in each one, an apex predator stands ready. A single swipe powerful enough to topple prey, weighing half again his own body weight. The wildebeest falls. A handful of wildebeest sprint into the open grassland. They believe they have survived. They are wrong. Night is coming, and the night belongs to another. As the last light fades over the Serengeti, a savage cackling rises from the distance. Not a laugh of joy. It is a communication signal, each sound carrying a different message about location, status, and intent. The spotted hyena, the most misunderstood creature in the wild, begins its shift. Hyenas are not the cowardly scavengers that many still believe them to be. They are endurance hunters, capable of sustaining speeds of nearly 40 miles per hour through prolonged chases. And what makes them truly formidable lies in the brain. The social coordination of spotted hyenas rivals, and in some cases surpasses, that of certain primates, according to research from Duke University. Hyena clans operate under female dominance. A strict matriarchal hierarchy, where the lowest-ranking daughter of the alpha still outranks the largest male. They encircle a group of wildebeest already spent from the day's river crossing. In the darkness, every advantage the prey once held disappears. The hunt begins with a rallying whoop, the signal to coordinate. One group drives from the front, another flanks from the sides. The prey has nowhere to run. And when the meal is over, the hyena's stomach reveals a capability no other mammal can match. Hydrochloric acid so concentrated it can completely dissolve hard bone within 24 hours. Horns, hooves, skulls, everything vanishes inside the hyena's gut. Nothing is wasted, nothing remains. But on the Serengeti, the surprises are far from over. As dawn breaks, along the fringe of the wildebeest herd, a low silhouette glides through the tall grass. The cheetah's body is an engineering masterpiece, sculpted by 40 million years of evolution for a single purpose: speed. A flexible spine compresses and extends like a coiled spring, producing strides up to 23 feet in length. Semi-retractable claws function like steel spikes on a sprinter's shoe, gripping the earth through every turn. And the long tail, a perfect aerodynamic counterbalance, stabilizes the entire body. A mother cheetah watches a cluster of young gazelles separate from the group. Her 3 cubs wait in the brush, stomachs empty. The success rate of each hunt hovers between 40 and 58%. She must succeed, or her family will go hungry for another day. Her body lowers, muscles coil like a spring, then detonate. Three seconds. The chase begins and ends before the dust has time to settle. But even in victory, the cheetah loses. She needs 20 minutes to recover before she can eat. Core body temperature spikes to a dangerous threshold, and during those minutes of gasping breath, any larger predator lion, hyena can steal the prize. Speed is the supreme advantage, but also the supreme burden. And so, along the Mara River, a single wildebeest must face 4 apex predators in the span of a single day. Crocodile in the water, lion on the bank, hyena in the night, and cheetah at dawn. Every passing minute brings a new fear, a new enemy. That is the nature of migration. The hooves must never stop, for to stop is to die. But the Serengeti is only one piece of the African canvas. In the south of the continent, A herd of zebras is proving that primal instinct is stronger than any barrier humans can erect. In 2012, GPS tracking devices fitted to zebras confirmed what scientists had long suspected. No maps, no language, no instruction from humans, only pure instinct, etched deep within the DNA. But veterinary fences erected by humans blocked this migration for decades. Zebras were confined to smaller territories, cut off from essential mineral sources. Thousands of zebras perished from malnutrition during drought years, not from predators, but from barbed wire. Then, between 2004 and 2012, the fences were removed. And something astonishing happened. Zebras resumed migrating in the very first season. An instinct dormant for decades awakened instantly, no learning, no guidance, no previous generation to lead the way. As though they had never forgotten, as though the fences had never existed. But along this migration route, danger still lurks. Lioness, unlike the males at the Mara, these are the true hunters, coordinate ambush positions along the path of the herd. They know the routes. They know the water sources. They ambush at the very places where zebras are forced to stop. And the leopard, at just 130 pounds, far smaller than a lion, possesses a capability no other big cat can match. It can haul prey weighing 2 to 3 times its own body weight up into a tree. An adult zebra weighs over 600 pounds. The leopard cannot take one down directly. But young foals, injured stragglers, those separated from the herd, those are the targets. Nature was constrained by human fences for decades. But the deepest biological code, the migratory instinct inscribed into every cell, remained intact. Africa, from the Serengeti to Botswana, is where migration is written in blood upon every footfall. From the tropical forests of Central America to the wetlands of the Pantanal, one predator dominates every ecological tier on land, in water, and even on the beach. The jaguar, the strongest bite force of any big cat relative to body size, surpassing both lion and tiger. Its lower jaw does not tear flesh in the conventional way. It crushes, driving straight through the skull of its prey. This is the only big cat that regularly includes reptiles as a primary part of its diet, and not small reptiles. The wetland assassin. In the Pantanal, the largest wetland on Earth, the jaguar moves silently along the riverbank, golden eyes tracking each caiman basking on the mudflat. Then, in a single instant, one precise leap, jaws crushing through the caiman's skull before the prey can react. Along the Central American coast, jaguars have developed a hunting skill found nowhere else. Harnessing the most powerful bite in the cat family, they can puncture through sea turtle shells right at the nesting beach. But the story holds an unexpected paradox. The presence of this killer, paradoxically, saves the turtles. Jaguars drive coatus, notorious nest raiders, away from the sandy shores. Fewer coatus means more nests survive. A predator protecting the future offspring of its own prey and inadvertently safeguarding the very species it hunts. This indirect equilibrium is something nature achieves far better than any conservation plan designed by humans. Yet, only around 64,000 jaguars remain in the wild. The IUCN classifies them as near threatened. Habitat loss, vanishing wildlife corridors, dwindling prey. Every jaguar that disappears is an ecological link severed. And the paradox deepens. Protecting the jaguar also means protecting sea turtles. Two species that seem like opposites are in fact bound together in an ecological dance that humans have only just begun to understand.